Coach John Trippin again. All right, as a diehard Knicks fan, I know how crazy we can.
We got something else but it's not my favorite. Only football my favorite.
And how much pride do you take in being kind of the next great African-born star? You know, we see the game has become so much more.
He wound up getting a layup out of it going against A.J. Lawson. When he got on top, he really did a nice job of reading that.
Backdoor cut, Mckinley Wright off the glass with the left. Nicely done.
When you watch these two teams play on their offensive end, the ease of shot that the black team's getting is so much different. Like the white team is just tough shot after tough shot, and that's why they're table as a point forward. He does a lot.
Yeah, you can see it for Seton Hall this year. Rebound the basketball, push it up the floor, initiate the offense, can knock down threes, plays with his back to the basket. You know, not a great athlete.
We have warm sunshine all throughout our area.
Where exactly will these cannabis retail establishments be allowed?
This bus allows 6 people at a time to come in and get vaccinated.
The first female coach in the NFL.
It's a new way to see the best of News 12's local channels from all across the tri-state area, all in one place.
Athleticism and how he can impact the game. He's not running the floor right here. He needs to get back. I mean, he's on defense here. Look how late he was getting there. And if he'd run the floor, he could have taken away that shot by McKinley Wright.
News 12 New York.
All smiles for our moodcast. We have warm sunshine all throughout our area.
Where exactly will these cannabis retail establishments be allowed?
This bus allows 6 people at a time to come in and get vaccinated.
Taylor, and so my role was to score with my back to the basket, knock down 15-foot jump shots, and so I knew that I could shoot it from 18 to 20, and so I spent, after sharpening the
Wright misses the floater. A lot of guys incorporating.
I'm reading Time Between by Chris Hillman right now. Excellent history book. Mckinley Wright.
And the pull up there didn't go. Alatishe, who's the best offensive rebounder in the
5 years combined.
Right, switcher, Reichel on right.
Nice.
McKinley got around him. Wright has not scored yet in this.
They're ahead. Well, and Monty Williams,
Monty Williams, exactly.
Excellent. And then this guy, Devin Booker, is that his name?
Yes.
Beautiful
nice
play.
Follow by De Silva.
So Devin Booker, that guy can really. They're a young man. Does he speak as many languages as Oscar does?
Man, I tell you. McKinley Wright goes in. Colorado now at 14, and that Wayne Tinkle says stop.
Good job he does. Let it fly. Gerard, come on.
McKinley's going to have to let it go here.
No.
He'll have to, yep. Beat the clock, no.
Roman Silva, tower of strength there.
And that'll end the half. So
like stealing, styling out there, like he did against Washington in Las Vegas in that non-conference game.
McKinley Wright at one. And the Bucks are just piling it on here.
Well, another one of them has so much talent. Now he's got to get the skill with that athletic prowess. McKinley Wright, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
That's key.
Barthélemy.
Keyshawn Barthélemy, McKinley Wright. Oh, well, look at De Silva one-timing it. And he'll get to the foul line.
The last 4+ games really has been playing at a high level recently. McKinley Wright, who got banged up with a leg injury, returned in the second half in Pullman, and he gets Colorado's first points of the night.
They're not looking like a team that gave one away. They're coming out relaxed. They're competing. Colorado is tough at home, very tough.
McKinley Wright fouled on a 3, has a chance for... Walker on the offensive glass and one.
Pointers. That makes it tough to get your defense set.
Up and under for McKinley. Nearly went in. Here comes Andrei Yakumovsky. And Colorado trying to force the tempo and speed up Washington State as McKinley Wright gathers, has his shot blocked, and it stays with the Colorado.
We're talking about you, young man. You got a chance to be good. Nice job. Number 21. Name some stars that wore 21. Kevin Garnett.
Abagidi went high up, and now Evan Batty is still down. And grimacing in pain is a collision between the two bigs. The fourth foul on F.A. Abogidi.
Yeah, that's where
for a while. He's not going to wow you with anything, but he understands how to play, and he's going to have an effect on the game because of that.
McKinley Wright left open and buries the three.
You know, McKinley Wright, you move, he's going to get it to you. And that time, easy deuce.
He had such an impact on the game. The runner from McKinley Wright before it doesn't fall. He had such an impact on the game against the Ducks the other night.
Knocks that one down.
McKinley Wright thought about it for a moment, backed off the heel. Checking in also for the Utes. Alfonso
at Arizona, at the LA's, Oregon at home. I mean, it hasn't been easy here to start, but they've kind of weathered the storm. But this game, winning this game here tonight would go a long way in keeping.
Timmy Allen in the lane, gets double teamed, gets the ball up, can't get it to fall, and here comes Colorado. McKinley Wright, first quick step, drives, floater, can't get it to drop, and Riley Batten cleans it up.
And play, and it looks like both Carlson and Plummer came to play here tonight.
Wow, that was a great man. McKinley Wright went right down the middle, converged upon by 6'8".
And avoid the contact to a certain degree. They get the ball back, but he could have gotten himself 2 free throws.
Tries the three, misses. Back come the Utes. Batty. Got to be quick. McKinley Wright from deep. Off the front, and ball taken away. Timmy Allen comes away with it.
You see that?
And of those 11 20-win seasons for Colorado basketball.
The formula, teamwork, staying together, the sums being greater than the part, and then he's got this guy, McKinley Wright. Give me the initial. Give me the initial.
GR. Transition, and USC will get to the line. McKinley Wright gets inside, and the first points of the night for McKinley Wright.
Everything is clicking right now for Colorado. They're flowing. McKinley Wright is scoring.
Challenged by Isaiah Mobley as McKinley Wright missed but kept alive on the tip from the freshman Tristan Da Silva, and it's Jabari Walker +1.
I'll be the team scores right there. See that deflection? Both teams' defenses have arrived.
Quick hands of McKinley Wright, who drives. McKinley Wright lays it in. Lane, Chavez Goodwin had some space.
Good pass, playing for one another, but you got to get to McKinley Wright.
Colorado right back at him.
Yes, you will carve a defense, start the game strong, and finish a half strong. They've done both so far in the first half.
We've had a number of their games this year, Adrian. Colorado. Deshaun Schwartz, the offensive rebound.
Good job by Schwartz keeping this possession alive.
McKinley missing the three, and a foul. It's on Batty going up.
Good ball movement and patience. Look at the patience of the gray jerseys.
McKinley Wright goes at Isaiah Mobley, who swats it. McKinley gets it back, and it's pulled down by Isaiah Mobley. Tremendous.
Coming a little bit stronger on the defensive glass as well. I think those are areas teams want to see him in.
Let me ask you this.
Where have you seen his biggest improvement this season?
I think just
here in a win against Cal, and now has surpassed his career best. And a record-setting career and a milestone night for McKinley Wright, who is rewriting the assist record book.
Scramble the game, and then you've got a human eraser right there at the basket. The last time McKinley Wright had the ball, he usually goes in for a layup, but he pulled it back out because of Evan Mobley. Oh, yeah.
You can see it just hit the backboard and didn't touch the rim there, and so it'll be a USC ball with 3:10 to go, and the Trojans down 12.
Now, Colorado has not let...
Hey, Jaquez gets his own rebound. No foul as he came over on Wright. McKinley Wright for three. And the senior delivers.
Davey makes it look so easy.
Now he'll do this sometimes. McKinley Wright will like to post up. He posts up Campbell and then delivers. And you pointed that out last time, Corey. He's a post-up point guard.
Bruins this year giving them some solid minutes, rebounds, putbacks in the paint. There you see the high post jumper on display.
Right, no good. Jaquez with the rebound.
Field 4 or 5 columns and statistics. He's just an all-around ball player. No description needed.
Contested there, but
the issue offensively.
The kind roll for the Buffaloes. They're back up by 2. Wright for 3. Jules Bernard with the rebound.
Right there. Not sure what the official saw.
Mckinley Wright now with 13 of Colorado's 26. Or check that. Schwartz off the screen. Shot clock down to 3. Wright has to shoot it. He does. And like he has all night, he makes it. Right now with 16.
Still being in first place. An outstanding job.
Wright with 3 on the shot clock, has to pull up. He does, and he hits it. And Corey, just like you said, he likes it. Clark has 8. That is a new season high for the freshman. Wright with the kind roll, and McKinley Wright has 23. Left alone for 3. Off. Wright goes at everybody, misses the tip dunk, no good. Walker had a shot at it.
But if the new guy shoots 51% from the floor, then the new guy can shoot. So the way he's blended in and made a name for himself and fit in with their offense has been great for him, because that always is.
But this time he's guarded by Jules Bernard. Now Wright rises on Jaquez. Batty battling for the board. Mckinley Wright doing it all, and Wright has 26.
Good solid defense, but good patience by the black jerseys.
McKinley Wright, too strong on the 3. LJ Figueroa the rebound. Here comes Oregon. 3s each of the last 2 seasons. Early appearance for Tristan De Silva for Colorado, as the freshman from Munich, Germany, the younger brother of Stanford.
Stationary target. He's not a stationary target. He's always moving.
Colorado scoreless for almost 4 minutes. McKinley Wright ends the drought for CU.
Jump shot, McKinley Wright.
First half.
Well, right now it's going to be important, right? You just said turnover. Can't get that out quick enough.
And McKinley Wright finishes.
Oh, look at that. On the vertical. And the only Buffalo in double figures for him.
Chris Duarte has 11 to lead the Ducks as McKinley Wright the pull-up.
All right, now what color was that jersey, Rox? Maddox Daniels back in the game. He can knock down 3-pointers. He shoots 40%. That's a good shot.
McKinley Wright.
Jump shot, McKinley Wright.
8 for according to Joe Lunardi.
Yeah.
And North Carolina teetering in some trouble there. Kansas well in the field as McKinley Wright missing a 3, and the rebound controlled by the win over Arizona earlier tonight. USC beat ASU last night. How good were the Mobley brothers last night for the Trojans?
Just too big. Just too big. ASU, something gets sideways.
Well, neither team has shot many tonight. As McKinley Wright, the floater off balance. 10 for McKinley Wright.
And Eli Parquet showing up.
McKinley Wright rattles out. Offensive rebound. Evan Batty can't get the put.
Wright, nice pass to Walby, goes back out to Wright. McKinley shoots the 3. In and out, but Batty with the rebound and put back 3. Too strong. Walton back to McKinley Wright. McKinley Wright with the floater, and with that shot, 17.
Credit the defense.
Horn in the right place at the right time, but it just won't. McKinley Wright starting to feel it. 30-24 off, but Walton with the rebound. McKinley Wright needs to shoot it. He does. No good, and Alatishe with another rebound.
Well, those are the buckets you have to have for the Beavers. Silva with 2 great looks and came up empty.
Wright no good with the floater and a tie ball. I should have had 6 points instead of just 3 this half. Tied at 35. Wright had it tipped, got it back, but there's only 3 on the clock. Schwartz doesn't realize that, and they don't get a shot up.
That ball's live.
And maybe that ball is live. Maybe they counted it. I don't think they... Now Wright has 11.
You got to make it the 2-3 zone, looks like. Oh, man-to-man defense.
Wright backing down Lucas and shooting over him. And Mckinley Wright now
want to do as a shooter is you want to go straight up and down. And as a shooter, you're worried about stepping on somebody's foot. Nobody's really trying to kick their feet out. It's not a natural jump shooting motion.
McKinley Wright is... Wright continues to heat up.
9, and everything else for the Kinjo has been terrific. That's why this matchup tonight shines. McKinley Wright buries it because McKinley Wright's the unquestioned leader. And a Kin friends, it had something to do with both of them deciding to come back and play one more year.
Yeah, and how many times you see a 6-foot guy post up another player and get his own offensive
And
look
look at that. He took Terrell Brown in, but McKinley Wright fouled. And not good gracious. And McKinley Wright was trying to get around that screen to disrupt the shot.
And he's coming back at him.
But Wright tries to go back, and look at Wright hustle for his own.
Maddox it well this year, has played well in a lot of areas, but not shooting it well. That's big to make that first one.
Dale and Terry Cole coming right in and knocking it down, but Colorado counters.
That's why I think McKinley's off, and they seem to come back really energized, and you can see it tonight.
McKinjo on Wright. McKinley tries to pull up. That shot was altered. May have been Jordan Brown. May have had a piece on Schwartz. And at the foul line, Parkane deflects the pass. McKinley Wright can't finish it. Back quickly, Terry.
And that, right now they have Tabellis on him on the switch. So that is a take from McKinley right here.
There it goes. In the lane. Boy, good shot there, just around and out.
That's what you're looking for. Well, Tabellis, I had the last broadcast with him, Ted, and he dunked the ball as Wright fires from deep. He dunked it, hung on the rim, and got a technical.
Great turnover by Arizona. Again, Colorado trying to put some string some points together. They can't do it. And to bet this lead in the double digits, Colorado has not made any push. McKinley right in there is what he hopes is the start. 2 free throws followed by the drive and score.
I mean, I'm super impressed with him right now.
McKinley off the baseline, rebounded by Terry.
The rebound. The pull-up, and it spins out for McKinley Wright. Rebound number Deshaun Schwartz has it for CU.
That's going to be a good matchup because Parquet is 6'3", but he's got an arm span of someone 6'9", so that'll be a good matchup.
And a smart play by McKinley. 18 for Bradley. Jalen Celestine demolishing his career high. His previous career best prior to tonight was 4. Last week against Stanford. He had 11 in the first half. Of the Schwartz going inside.
That's a new one, Rox. He pulled that one out. The power of the swords.
You like the Spaceballs reference.
Oh, is that where I was?
Yeah, go to the monitor, and I think this will be a very quick review from Michael Reed and D.G. Nelson.
Or are they going to give a technical to a teammate?
A flagrant one to his own teammate?
Now, you get an empty possession, and then Mckinley Wright, an MVP candidate, comes down there, and he could get this within one.
Second foul on Jalen Celestine, and that will be a flop warning against Schwartz of Colorado. And there's a reach-in and a foul.
This is anybody's game right now.
In the East Bay, Saturday showcase, Cal 52, Colorado 49 with Adrian Branch. Roxy Bernstein with you. And despite Cal not making a field goal for about the last 6 and the grad transfer from Penn, he graduated from the Wharton School.
Really impressive. That was a big one. I'm letting the ball find Kelly with 2 feet in the paint if De Silva is checking him.
Hey, after Kelly has the frustration there in the last second the other night of missing, tied a career high with 10 points now. But you mentioned this right at the beginning of the broadcast. For some reason, Cal has just had Colorado's number in this building.
Yeah,
this all time.
Batty away from the perimeter. Set up Wright. Going to work against Bailey.
I really like that matchup. I like that
too.
matchup.
First score for Cal.
Feet, and he goes right behind.
Mckinley Wright starting to attack. Lays it in.
They're going to have to do more of that. They're going to have to clear out and let him go one-on-one. And he took it, but they don't know.
Barnes not too happy with Patrick Evans, Gerald Williams, Jerry Pollard are officials for that last sequence. Mckinley Wright can't get the jumper to go.
Keon Johnson defended tonight as well. Hadn't really gotten into a rhythm, gotten anything going.
Some good passing here. It's a three-pointer. Warren with the offensive rebound.
Coach Barnes definitely not going to be happy about this.
More offensive rebounds for Colorado. Right again. Gets his own miss. Here's Horn. Quint would get it there.
Why pass up a 5-footer to get a 7-footer?
Colorado too quick on that possession. Pick in next year's NBA draft off the mark. 9-point game. Make it 7.
Yeah, that is bad defense. 8-footer is not going to be something that he's going to be accustomed to doing.
Mckinley Wright the fourth. Off the back iron, Pons tried to get it to Vescovi. Only really getting to practice hard up and down the floor 3 times in the last 2 weeks. And no Davidson scrimmage, no exhibition game. It's just been tough going to kind of figure all this out against a Pac-12 team.
They're really struggling so far. Wright looking to go one-on-one, scooping the layup.
The way he changes speed, I mean, and the patience he has with...
Then Batty on the defensive end as well, up to Mckinley Wright. Up and under.
Ooh, the energy and the passion. Ball.
Wright attacking, high floater. He is crafty.
They're cooking now.
Colorado up by 13 here in the first half. Jacob Toby alongside Katie Wingy is Mckinley Wright puts it down for 3.
I love the way he directs on the floor. Just tells guys where he wants them.
He says, let me go one-on-one. But he gets blocked there. Tough shot. Over a 7'1". Wright with the floater. No good. Rebounded by Brown. Schwartz gets the rebound.
Like, regardless of if a player is coming or not, he needs to shoot the basketball the same way.
Look at the patience by Mckinley Wright.
He wanted a foul on that one, too. But you see it, though, right? You see the aspects of his game that you're like, that could easily be translated to the NBA.
1 on the shot clock. And that shot by Wright did not hit the rim. Free freshman from Estonia. Just his second game this season.
Wright to answer. Arizona starting.
The right call.
McKinley Wright. Floater. Goes! 37 seconds to go.
USC and UCLA for first in the Pac-12. Stanford 2 games back. The Cardinal at 12-7 overall. 8-5 in the league is McKinley Wright missing a 3. But inside to Dallas Walton.
Good defense. That's a good trap.
Along the baseline. Just beating the shot clock. McKinley Wright for the game's first points. The pull-up missed by Michael O'Connell, and Colorado clears. McKinley Wright, the floater. And Oscar De Silva had the rebound and a foul. 10 rebounds away from becoming the first player in Pac-12 history. Now that's a little deceiving, Adrian, because Utah has a player that has done it.
Andre
but
Miller?
Not to play for Maryland. He was a top 100 recruit in both lacrosse and basketball.
Yeah.
And then when Stanford needed a guard and Tyrell halftime, Max Merle open at the top, and the rebound tracked down by Maddox Daniels of the Buffs.
That was a good shot. He was taking that shot. That was a makeable shot. But I've been really impressed with the kid again, Rocky. See big brother on little brother.
Bryce Wills. And a travel. Stanford a turnover. And Colorado can play for the last shot of the half, leading it. And Lucas Kasuna slow to get up for Stanford, hobbling back toward the other end. And McKinley Wright drives. And the offensive rebound, Evan Batty is denied, then Batty saves.
What was that from, Rob? One more. We'll get back to the game. I'm sorry, Rob.
It's actually a hockey injury.
You're averaging 2 points a game. You got to show me something. Sorry, Rob.
McKinley Wright, the floater again.
Fighting himself. He's got that home run swing. You like that analogy, Rob?
That is a good one. I like that. McKinley Wright. And the rebound. There is Tristan De Silva.
For the offense.
And there is little brother, Tristan De Silva.
I wonder if Oscar just said, I hate you right now. They're trying to come back. While we're playing, I hate you, little brother. You're irritating.
The largest lead of the ball game for Colorado.
This is way different mentally than when they gave one away against Utah, and Coach Boyd was upset. Look at that, another easy shot that the white jerseys have not been able to score on.
Evan Batty missing, and the rebound, Jaden Dallaire. But you have to give so much credit to Tad Boyle and his staff, and defensively the effort. Now the LA schools are in Seattle and Pullman respectively, taking on Washington and Washington State tonight. As Evan Batty called for an offensive foul, as Oscar De Silva taking the charge. And that's
by Spencer Jones. That was good defense. That was just a nice little play. Roxy, I've got to ask you, have you...
Oregon State now with a convincing performance on the road against Stanford at Maples Pavilion. And you go back a couple of weeks, Adrian, they blew an enormous lead. They were up 19 with 8.5 minutes.
And a kick, and it stays with Colorado. And Marcus Suhonis checking in for Mike Hopkins and UW.
Yeah, one thing I like that I see already
in the game. He is from Richland, Washington. Is Quade Green the pull-up and the long 2. And the Huskies seesaw in front.
Roxy, do you think Quade Green
for McKinley Wright? What were you saying? Keep an eye on
Roxy. I see Roxy. I'm like that guy, but I'm not talking about it in the movie. I'm not throwing the run off.
6 straight for the Buffs. McKinley Wright launches. And it goes over the top of the defensive rebound. Eric Stevenson for Washington.
Oh, passed up a 3-point shot. Got to get ready to shoot that one.
Amir Wright launches and hits a 3.
And we're also your neighbors. Welcome to Spectrum Reach. Let us show you around the neighborhood.
The ultimate measure of a man
is not where he stands.
McKinley Wright led
This March, and you saw all the support that he had, and he's doing things, Adrian, that are bigger than basketball. He's just a fantastic, well-rounded kid, but on top of it...
Grow your business with the best content, insights, products, and people. Be on every screen with that one idea you need to turn a consumer into your customer. We're the most trusted media partner in America. And we're
all Bay.
That is time in the gym for Jamal Bay. He's seeing the rewards of his effort, and now this is a timeout, a good timeout, because Coach Boyle wants to get a high percentage shot. Come on.
Lost the handle, picked up by Suhonis. Leaner, Marcus Suhonis, a career-high 25. Washington up 6, a minute to go. Up the inbound, a tie-up, and the arrow belongs to Colorado.
Wow, excellent job getting the double team and trap in the corner. That's one of the best places to trap because the shot.
Third in the conference in scoring, 76 per game for Oregon. Out to the wing. McKinley Wright can't connect. The Bucks keep it alive.
Colorado wants every shot to be a tough one for the Ducks, and they've done that so far.
Wright can't get the floater to go. Tip back in by Walker.
When you're going against a
can't hit for 3. Here comes McKinley Wright, the star you want to watch today, right down the lane on the right side. He can't finish. 4 assists to turnover ratio.
That was number 1 in terms of ways that he's improved. The other one was his shooting and the emphasis that he's put on raising.
12 on the shot clock. Schwartz looking for options. Wright with a little hesitation. Deep floater. Tough one to fall there for McKinley Wright. And maybe got tipped.
Good help there by Batty.
Wright down the lane. Up and under for 2. McKinley Wright, and he wanted a foul.
There it is.
1 minute in this first half. Here's Wright with a steal. He can rack all the way. Takes the contact. Count it in a foul.
And he's pumped about that make.
They leave McKinley Wright wide open, and that's what happens when you do that.
Look at that self.
3 back to Duarte. And the ball stolen by Wright. Heading to the rim and blocked by Duarte. The foul is good for Parquet. 8 on the shot clock. McKinley Wright with the basketball. With 5. Looking to dance. Pulls up. Can't hit for 3. Tapped out right to Horn. He fires as we approach 8 minutes to go here in the second half. Duarte no good. 2-on-1 for Colorado. McKinley Wright with the take to the rim.
McKinley Wright.
CU breaks the press. Oregon has not stopped pressing. Wright flying to the rim. Right by everybody on the Oregon defense.
Hey.
Clock. Wright guarded by Omarui. Has to flow up a wild one. Count it, and a foul. McKinley Wright.
The next possession here, because down by 6.
5 on the shot clock. Wright looking to close this one out. Scoops the layup for 2. McKinley Wright again going to the...
Man, that's where he's dangerous. He gets inside the lane. He's got a great touch.
And the floater, teardrop floater off the glass, does not go for Wright. Parquet needs help, finds it in McKinley Wright. Shot clock at 10 as that jumper from distance is knocked down by McKinley Wright.
Got to do a better job if you're Schwartz of closing out. Realize that he's not a guy that wants to shoot that 3.
Here's Wright again.
That's good ball movement. Unfortunate they weren't able to come over.
Defense by Utah. That's something they take great pride in. 5 to shoot it. Great 2 guys that you really have to clamp down on. But Colorado has such great depth night to night in who may be the 3rd, 4th, 5th option. Deshaun Schwartz back to McKinley Wright. Wide open 3. And McKinley Wright, one of the areas he's improved dramatically.
And I
think that's why, you see his minutes aren't as heavy as they'd like him to be.
McKinley Wright back on the floor, and a strong rebound from Timmy Allen. And Colorado's done a good job terminating possessions. Coaches always say, you play good defense for 20, 30 seconds. He goes, but you got to get the rebound to finish the possession.
Absolutely. We'll have something to say in this game. Timmy Allen will before it's done.
So will this guy, McKinley Wright. Boy, he exploded to the hoop, but he missed a layup.
He's got to finish. Did everything right.
3 on 2.
On that side of the floor.
3 to shoot it. McKinley Wright goes 1-on-1, and he's got to force a shot up. And the rebound to Timmy Allen. Not a good screen for McKinley Wright. They're tentative offensively right now. Wright fires a 3, ties it up. You talk about leadership. Wow. You talk about an All-American.
Quick and explosive, but he didn't just get left-handed today.
Dry Horn slipped that screen pretty quickly. And the miss is tapped at by Schwartz. Seconds left. What a performance by Plummer. Wright drives, takes the easy 2. Timeout. How about that last shot? McKinley Wright. And it's blocked, and Utah has come all the way back and upset Colorado.
For your starter, Dejon Davis.
Yeah, that's does not happen very often.
McKinley, mid-range jumper. That's something he did not look to do against Cal the other day. Took it off, and Brandon Angel cannot connect.
And to my point, Drew, every time Stanford has McKinley launches, every time Stanford has gotten in the lane with a touch.
What a move by the great point guard, McKinley Wright.
Well, he's only 6 feet, as you did every time down. I want to see Zaire just put it up. It's spectacular to watch.
Goes that guy, McKinley Wright, again making his way to the glass.
Well, interesting, Schwartz in that first half, he only had 3 minutes with the 2 fouls. McKinley takes a contested jump shot.
Dejon Davis, what Colorado, we haven't mentioned this, for now the 6th straight game. They're without their center, Dallas Walton, as that's a pretty left-handed layup by McKinley Wright. Dallas Walton.
God, he's had 2 go in and out.
McKinley Wright gets a step, and it was blocked. Good help there by Stanford's Max Merle. Dejon Davis covering McKinley Wright. And somehow McKinley came away with the basket, but Walker with 6 rebounds and 6 points. He's had 2 straight double-doubles. Wright, a pull-up from the free throw line.
So good mid-range. So good. He just...
There's a roof on that shot.
Jabari Walker is impressive, to use a word. And he's showing it on both sides of the good athlete.
Yeah.
And speaking of tough, McKinley going to post up. Oh, there's a Kobe move right there. And it's a very good high school point guard for Minnesota is none other than Prince.
There you go. You know what? I didn't have that one. There's the former Gatorade.
Won the game, but Stanford, on the whole today, was the better team. And Oscar De Silva, congratulations on a great game winner.
And the player we just showed you as McKinley Wright misses is Tristan De Silva for Colorado. It's cleared by Batty.
The shot selection for the Cougars.
Yeah, David Duke was right there behind him and chased the pass a little too high. You don't usually see two guys going after the same alley-oop.
How about A.J. Lawson? What he is? Hurt looks like a different player from yesterday until today.
We're just trying to get a handle on it. I love coming here to the opportunity to sit down and interview the players. You get to know them a lot better, so you're still gathering the information, and you see who might be well.
Yeah. But, you know, top 5 picks are most likely to be first-year players.
Jericho Sims, he's been really active, showing the touch.
He has, and that's what we wanted to see from him. Again,
Deion Mitchell, our non-freshman. Yeah. Everybody else only 1 year out of high school, and that shows you how super talented and young this particular draft class is. So when named,
initially I thought he missed an opportunity when he pitched the head to him in transition to take Moses Wright off the dribble right away, but able to make a tough shot over the top.
And this is what Champagny can do at St. John's. He just
passes the ball. The fact that he can handle and pass, I think he will improve his shooting. But his overall versatility at both ends of the floor makes him a really attractive prospect.
Yeah. I think there's a step to becoming a great shooter. First, you have to rep it and practice it where you get confidence. But the next thing is everyone's going to miss shots. I mean, if you're the best shooter in the world, you're missing 6 out of 10 from 3.
I got Jared Butler. You've had a head start on recruiting him. Tell everybody the story about when he was a young man who came to your camp.
well, so we had 2.
Discover News 12 New York.
All smiles for our Moodcast. We have warm sunshine all throughout our area.
Where exactly will these cannabis retail establishments be allowed?
This bus allows 6 people at a time.
By Sandro is that, you have to understand who you're going to be certainly at the start. And, nobody's here scouting these players going, okay, well, we need this guy to be our leading scorer by taking volume shots. Sure. They don't need you to do that. Mm-hmm. They need you to make intelligent plays.
Rim attack. Butler, Baylor guard, will join Mike Schmitz on the court.
Discover News 12 New York.
All smiles.
Where exactly will these cannabis retail establishments be allowed?
This bus allows 6 people at a time to come in and get vaccinated.
The first female coach in the NFL.
It's a new way to see the best of news.
Work on their bodies. I mean, look at Luka Garza. He mentioned he's lost 30 pounds. He mentioned that he's working with a nutritionist, as a chef. So it's a totally different mindset. And as Ayo Dosunmu
has done without Chris Paul, his game management has been terrific. He's been able to get in the lane and finish plays. He's been knocking down his 3-ball, and wow, what a great job Monty Williams has done with that team.
Crowd support right here in T-Mobile. This game is going to be spectacular.
Here's Evan Batty in the paint, and Batty with the game's first basket. He's a junior who was
no idea.
Really? I mean, you know, like I ask you a question, you usually have the answer when it comes to your stats. As De Silva scores inside McKinley Wright with a good pass.
I played to win.
3 of 6 shooting, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. The 3-time first-team All-Pac-12 point guard. Nice
pass.
And Batty puts it in and a foul. A chance at a 3-point play for Batty, who is 13. You're right, able to keep from falling out of bounds. Right.
Don't foul him now, please.
Nice pass to Batty. McKinley Wright just doing whatever he wants offensively for the Buffaloes.
And here you are crucifying him. You're going to discourage him from even coming back to school.
Walker for 3. Around and down.
That's
big shot.
In your face.
Reese Kalu, he's tripled his scoring average today.
Great penetration and dish.
Schwartz for the answer. Got it.
Back
Deshaun Schwartz with the triple.
Up and down, Beavers. He pulled something on that extra effort at the basket there. He couldn't even make the layup, and now he's trying to guard Evan Batty.
Schwartz for 3. He's made all the big shots here in the Pac-12 tournament. Hit the
alternative facts, enough of your conspiracy theories.
Go look up scoring defense in the basketball dictionary during the timeout. Schwartz, again, his second 3, and the Buffaloes have the lead.
And
Isaiah, the opening tap, stand back and look at him and say, "We're here to play. How about you guys? Let's go."
Can't do that anymore. Horn for 3. Horn has 11 points. That's his
more practice against Dallas Walton, away from the game action, making sure those little flip shots go in. Beautiful execution.
And Horn swishes home a 3-pointer. His 3rd triple.
Do you get if you make a 3-point shot? You're old enough to remember that one, correct?
Here's Batty inside with the layup, and the lead is back to 12 for Colorado. Or saves it.
Snow in the mountains here surrounding Las Vegas, the Meadows. And then you've got, oh, beautiful.
Dallas Walton slams it off the alley-oop pass from Wright. And finally,
well, all the Buffaloes are playing great defense. They're guarding as if there's a real purpose and there's a sense of accomplishment here. Great stroke.
Jabari Walker, who in Pac-12 throw shooting is under 50% on the year.
As the point guard.
Walker,
beautiful pass.
Wright. Wright with a great pass. Batty with the basket, a 3-point chance. Colorado starting to pull away at 12.
Wright finding Bartholomew in stride. Horn, Uriah Horn. And Harden in 2007, but he's hurt. So he's trying to get better and wants to play in the tournament. Jabari Walker is not hurt. Has an easy deuce, and Colorado's up by. Schwartz on the backdoor pass from Wright. A set play that worked perfectly for Colorado.
Lane is Isaiah White for USC, and some good news on the injury front for the Trojans. Isaiah Mobley didn't play in their big win over Oregon at the Galen Center on Monday. He was out with a right calf. 20 or more wins in 5 of the last 6 seasons, as they are 19-4 and in first place in the Pac-12, 13-3.
Points, but USC just hanging around, and the only one that's in foul trouble is Isaiah Mobley.
They made their last 4 shots as Uriah Horn hits his second 3-pointer.
Yeah.
Drew Peterson knocks it away. Evan Batty dives to keep it alive. Deshaun Schwartz, 3.
Rocks, remember, this is the tallest team in the nation in USC, and they block shots.
Uriah Horn found a gap in the zone. He couldn't get the wild layup to go, and Isaiah White appears to be hurt behind the play.
Yeah, blown tire right there. Looks like his ankle tweaked.
Jabari Walker gets the roll on the 3. And the rebound, there's Uriah Horn for Colorado. The Buffs are 5 of 7 from 3.
And they're running on makes or miss, and this guy's been the man of the hour. He's on fire,
10 straight for Colorado with USC atop the conference, so it's paramount for the Trojans to stay in sole possession of first place tonight by getting a win. Eli Parquet, a 3. Just couldn't capitalize, and Uriah Horn pulls it down. Uriah Horn, 3. Another 3 for Uriah.
For seeding, what are you looking for in body language, in intangibles, in leadership? What is going to be important to you coming down this home stretch for top talent?
Now, as you watch the NBA game today, so many of the best players are perimeter players, whether it's Luka Doncic, LeBron James, Kevin Durant. It's just harder to have an impact offense.
Well, when you talk about ball handlers, how's my little friend Mckinley Wright, who's been outstanding, a perennial star right here with Colorado? How's his status, or what's his which one is that, Rox?
That's the flop.
The flop.
Right? You're saying I side with the referees and the rules?
And the technicals. You're technical. Oh, well, I hadn't seen it.
You know what's odd is
gotta go quick. Get up into your sets. Going too slow.
Offense. Nobody's forcing anything. Both teams doing a nice job. Ball movement, running through their entire sets. There you see the dime from Mckinley Wright in the paint.
Beautiful pass to Batty and putting 2 of 3 from 3. Parquet slicing back door.
Beautiful move. He didn't settle for this. It's a classic case of back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They're all on me.
Batty with the hoop, but give all the credit to Mckinley. Wright has 20.
He is playing out of his mind right now. Everything he puts up is good.
Oh, Tristan Da Silva with a little trickery as he
6 minutes. There's going to be very few substitutions.
Horn for 3. And that's what he can do. He did that at Tulsa better than
Mitchell Robinson started off the season extremely well. Unfortunately, he got hurt. But then we also had guys like Derrick Rose, Alec Burks, Reggie Bullock, Nerlens Noel, Alfred above the rim,
and can move laterally as well as vertically. And defensively, he can really be good in time, but his ceiling is really, really high. He improved people's view of him, scouts and front office people, their view of him, and he did an amazing job. So I don't think there's anything other than upside of playing as an underrated defender as well, because he can guard multiple spots. He's not not the speediest of guys, but I first saw him when he was at Wichita State, as John mentioned, and he was considered just a shooter, but he's really a complete
lead our defense because everybody kind of fed off of him. But we had 3. Mark Vital was top 15 defensive player of the year. And when you have 3 of the top 15 defensive players of the year, your defense is
put it on the defensive glass. Playing like Chet Walker out there.
Chet Walker, how about that name? Off to Silva's hand, out of bounds. 51 seconds and a half, and Oregon State wants to get a possession.
And we haven't even really mentioned him because of the star power of McKinley. Beautiful, beautiful cut. This guy, Eli Parquet, never stops moving. Look at that body. Look at that concentration.
So 1 point lead for Colorado. 9 seconds to shoot because there was no change of possession. McKinley Wright lost it out of bounds. Turnover by the Buffaloes.
TJ needs to front Evan Batty at the mid-post area.
Batty's been dominant, 14 points. Wright's pass is picked off, and the pass ahead. Gianni Hunt able to this game. He's their second leading scorer on the season, and he's 0 for 4 tonight. McKinley Wright cracking down.
Gianni Hunt takes it right away from McKinley. Look at how fast this guy is.
And Batty rips it down for Colorado. And the steal for Ryan Rapp. Pushes.
That was a turnover, knocked down the three-pointer. So these freshmen, Effie learning on the job, Bamba learning on the job. Nice job by Bamba, strong.
Become the all-time school leader in assists, overtaking Jay Humphreys, who I'm sure is not going to be happy about that. Timmy Allen doing a nice job intercepting that and then throwing it off the leg of Schwartz. He has been active with his hands. McKinley Wright hasn't been a huge factor, and a nice intercept, just another steal for Rylan Jones.
Nobody spins.
McKinley Wright, who again got elbowed to the face. A cheap shot in the first half as Wright throws it out of bounds, not on the same page with Parquet. And another opportunity here for USC to tie or maybe take the lead.
Decision. And this McKinley makes this jumper right here.
He loses the ball, turns it over.
One of the 7 worst possessions in the history of Buffalo basketball.
McKinley Wright, but I've never heard him called the Little Ken.
Well, he's little, and his nickname is Ken.
Ooh, he landed awkwardly there. Hopefully he's all right. Turnover.
The same way that Keyshawn Barthel.
Batty with the screen. The
like
shot clock is at 5.
Now it's switched to 20.
And Wright falls down, lost the ball. It's a turnover. Cal ball.
Okay.
The Bears are out of timeouts.
Three-pointer right here.
Well, they have to, and they're...
Great defense by Eli Parquet.
Outstanding defense.
And a nice save by Holland Woods. Waves off the screen by Horn, so it's just one-on-one guarding McKinley Wright, who falls, and House steals it from him. And a nice pass.
The area with Senior Day coming up on Saturday, and a whole bunch of seniors for Tad Boyle in Colorado. Evan Batty goes to rebound. There is Jabari Walker back in for Colorado. Evan Mobley leading Isaiah White in transition. The Buffs come away with it.
For right now, the Trojans have missed more easy shots. Good job. That's good defense.
And they called Mckinley Wright for a carry.
He was too open. He just rushed it. Nice flex cut, easy two-point layup. Couldn't make it.
Wright lost the handle. So 2 turnovers for Mckinley Wright in the last 2 possessions. Wright's post-up game, but he was stripped by Campbell.
Great play by Tiger Campbell. He waited on them.
Probably has the lead right now with USC atop the conference. Oscar Da Silva from Stanford is having a terrific season. Tiger Campbell maybe faded a little bit just because UCLA's had a couple of...
24 is Eli Parquet. Wright with the turnover. Of a sloppy start. Now Lucas for 3. Got it. Jared Lucas from downtown.
Well, that's a tough shot. You play outstanding defense for 20 seconds and give up a 3. You see the turnover.
And sometimes in the post. Ooh, Mckinley Wright turned it over. Almost doubled him off that screen. Akinjo's shooting 31% from 3 coming in. I think he's a better shooter than that percentage, but still. Ooh, another turnover. Arizona with the game's biggest lead. And now the ball. Takes the shot. That was like a good receiver coming back to catch it. Charge on Mckinley Wright. His second. But that's a good... Well, teams who have it so far have to travel. Well, in Colorado right now, I was surprised to look up. They're the second highest KenPom ranking.
His first shot of the night, and that's a 2. Cal's 3 for 4 from the floor, and Andre Kelly knocks it away, and Cal looks to Mckinley Wright as we're tracking to see when he gets to 600 career rebounds, needing 2, is yet to grab a rebound tonight. And there he goes crashing into Kwani, and an offensive foul on Mckinley Wright.
A home run trot. Remember Jeffrey Leonard up your way? That would have
the hat man. One flap down.
Yeah, with the flap. So they're not letting him have the little flap, the home run trot.
5, and you see the results.
Tennessee didn't foul. The ball's ready to run. This is John Fulkerson.
Yeah, that's big time.
He's back in Knoxville for the first time.
You think he's regretting?
Peyton is the goat. And Jordan just side Jordan James stealing that one away. Now the balls go to work.
See as well. I'm interested to see his maturation process from last year. It looks like he's chiseled a little bit more, got a little bigger, he ran the floor well last year, but just
from 3. Well short.
Yeah, that's not really his game right now. Again, we talked about it in the open that he has the ability to do that, but that's not where he wants to hang his hat. He wants to.
Mckinley Wright the 4th. Going up with it. Tennessee gets it back. Vescovi to the rim. Mckinley Wright starting to attack. Going too strong, and an offensive foul call.
Yeah, they make
Vescovi. Mckinley Wright scored 8 points today. Pushes off against Pons.
Yeah, he's really struggled. And Pons, again, we talk about Pons being...
Them knowing their teammates as well as they do, they can find them in positions that allow them to be most successful.
Defense here from Arizona. There's Brown finishing on the other side. Akinjo went to dish it and turned it over. Arizona's 8th. Wright will get called for an offensive foul, and he's not happy.
Neither is the Colorado.
Wright against Brown. And Wright blocked by
by Tubelis. Tubelis will bring it up himself with the pass, and Matherin throwing it down.
For leaders. Check out ohioisforleaders.com/TV.
College basketball coming up this weekend, a full slate of games. We'll start in the ACC. Duke and Evan Batty has 16. Team fouls, 7 on Colorado. Washington's committed 10, so the Buffs are in the double bonus. As Mckinley Wright in the key.
So no and one for Wright, and Wright turns it over.
That's a tough inbounds pass there.
His first of the day. The pressure. Almost turned over. It is turned over.
It's a tough pass to make.
Under 2 to play.
Timmy Allen. That's a nice pass from a big. Schwartz got lost. And turnover. Ian Martinez comes in for him. 48-40, Colorado by 8. McKinley Wright, and that's going to be a foul on Wright, and that'll be 3 on McKinley. McKinley Wright runs into traffic, and he traveled. Well, here was that Zaire Pitt long distance, and I know I can speak for Earl in this account. He is a huge fan of McKinley Wright.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think Earl, sophomore, to go in the history of Cougar basketball. And the first player to be drafted, he was drafted by the Blazers. He's on their roster now. First player in Cougar history since Klay Thompson back.
Oh my God is right. Background is McKinley Wright lost the ball.
And as soon as that ball went through the net,
all those outdoor showers and huts. I've been in your back.
The universe and beyond. Boulder, the shining star on the hill, the beacon of hope on the horizon.
Good block. That was McKinley Wright getting out there to block Hunt's shot, and that's a violation.
Stanford Steve, they needed him, the Cardinal, last night.
He played football at Stanford.
Doesn't matter.
Here's Foreman.
He's Stanford Steve.
3 blocked. Here's Mckinley Wright.
They've met. Taj Edie on the drive, and it's pulled down by Jabari Walker.
Smothering
They played on
defense
New
right
Year's
now.
Eve in L.A.
Yeah, and that was the first time.
With a very young team. Made a lot of noise last year, and everybody was just freshmen then.
Well, you make a good point. Chris Smith was their leading scorer, Corey. And they also lost Jalen Hill.
And Larson had that shot blocked.
Wright misses, rebounded by Abogidi.
What time is your regular segment on the Daily Wager?
Rodman has it blocked by Mckinley Wright. He's getting it done on both ends of the floor.
Triangle sends it back to Campbell instead with 10 to shoot. Against Wright defending. Campbell blocked by Mckinley Wright. He takes it away with a chance to tie.
He shows you his great individual defense. Foreman, shot clock at 4, and that is blocked by Mckinley Wright. It'll stay with Cal.
For a 3-point shot early.
Good defense inside for South Dakota. And knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Oats.
Watch a tiny little bully ball. He's going to throw it away, though. You off the court. What are you into?
I love to fish. I'm a big fish guy. Anytime I get a chance, get some downtime, I'm fishing.
A ton of one-on-one basketball, one-on-two basketball in practice to learn how to be the lead player, like Ethan Thompson already is.
You're over here. Beautiful stick back there.
Share the ball and have motion.
The unselfish play. Early sub for Washington State is DJ Rodman in the game. And the
Evan Batty.
Evan Batty, the offensive rebound, and a hard fall is
incredibility.
There you see the full denial on Remy Martin, causing this Sun Devil team a lot of difficulties on offense. They've got to go just a tad bit off on the offensive end. And you can attribute that to some of the struggles from Remy.
And the little things.
UCLA with a win tonight, so now they're in a tie with USC. He hangs a tough shot. Isaiah Mobley keeps it alive. Isaiah White missing a 3, but chases it down.
Team made a lot of noise last year, and everybody was just freshmen then.
Well, you make a good point. Chris Smith was their leading scorer.
That 5 times fast. Tiger Campbell, tough as nails. Bruins get an extra possession.
Juzang down low, missed an easy one.
That's solid.
5 on the shot clock for Oregon. Eugene Amarui on the baseline, left it short. Dallas. Shot clock inside 10. Chris Duarte attacks. And Duarte gives Oregon their...
Thompson into Silva. Silva caught it too low and he
stretched the floor. He posts up, but he also has a great 3-ball.
Yeah, played 2 years at Tulsa where he led the team in threes as Alex
to the 70s in the finger roll.
Silva.
See what we talked about. You feel just such a different vibe with a conference game. McKinley Wright's personifying that now, and Arizona gets down low.
Yep, a nice double when they came down.
And there's Koloko. Well, Koloko giving...
But Koloko and Tubelis, as both of those guys have hammered the glass. Koloko's, to me, had his best game of the season.
A little bit of a tweak in the starting lineup for Colorado tonight.
Moving without the basketball, defending, taking high percentage shots. This is a good matchup right here, as we said earlier.
Kwani puts
waiting to substitute in. Nice move.
Kwani.
He's played through it last couple of games in the Brown. Old school hook shot, no good. A 6. Akinjo battling. And a jump ball.
Good call.
Not running at him.
And De Silva for the and one. Actually, 2 fouls on Dallas Walton. He has 2.
Of a point guard who's been through the trenches. He's, 11 rebounds away from 600, Roxy? That's a historic feat. 1,600 points.
Bridge to the East Bay and play Cal on Saturday night. Well, this weekend, Stanford will welcome Utah to Maples Pavilion.
Almost traveled with it. Omarui gets swarmed, and it doesn't matter.
And Larson had that shot blocked.
Schools in this conference.
Larson, pretty drive. I like it. Pella Larson gets a step. Pella Larson to the lid. And Carlson with... Both teams look a little gassed right now.
I was just going to say, it's funny you mentioned that, Drew. Stanford looked a little contested jump shot.
Dejon Davis one to beat, and a foul on the drive by... Miss an Alabama game. In fact, I even go on Paul Feynman's show to talk about natives.
All right, it's Paul Feynman.
Short inside pivot, square up. Oh, 12, 14-footer, just missed it short.
Bernard knifing too strong. Short. Campbell takes a peek into his big and free throws for Cody Wright guards.
And that assist record held for 20 years, and it could hold for another 20.
That's a pretty move by Anticeps.
They're forcing them to beat him on the perimeter. Players got to get comfortable, shoot the shots with confidence.
And that's out of bounds off of Pyle.
7'4" Riley Shorn in the game, the sophomore for the Huskies. The big guy, you can't miss him, number 52, was Quade.
He either kicks it off their leg or throws it out of bounds. I mean, it's really been a well-played game. Tough shot inside, and a foul.
On the defensive end of the floor, and I've always felt that defense energizes offense, and he's having a terrific day so far.
Station next did a good job.
Keep your mask on. Stay socially distanced. Stay at home unless you absolutely have to. Another turnover. Back-to-back turnovers.
Step back. Stevie Thompson Jr. way off on the...
A slight edge right now.
just underway. The first scrimmage here of the second day. Team 1 is in black. Team 3 is in white.
More parts of the game, I know how to get my back easy and involve everybody in the game.
And who are you watching in the NBA right now? Who are some of the players?
Yes, and be able to shoot it from range too, because you want to obviously make a middle game shot, but you have to be able to stretch a defense at every position. He makes game-winning plays at both ends of the floor. I remember early in the season, I did their Indiana game in the ACC Big Ten Challenge, and he.
I don't know if I saw it coming, but I tell you what, as we talk about where we are right now, how about the job that Cam Payne has done without Chris Paul? His game management.
Trio of officials here, Tony Padilla, Bill Vinovich, who's one of the great NFL referees, and Darren White. His son just won the Campbell Trophy.
Fan to people who are out there in the front line. We're all in this one together. And it was just so nice to see the beautiful messaging at the Super Bowl last night. Launching pad to the universe and beyond. Boulder, the shining star on the hill, the beacon of hope on the horizon.
Good block. That was Mckinley, right? Getting
in both games, clearly. They're deep, they're talented, they spread it out, they've got athleticism, they got Zach Reichel who can knock down threes.
Maybe you're taping a segment then for next week. Somebody said you're on. Your handler told me that.
Laurie's my handler.
3-point.
Freshman per minute played in the Conference of Champions all year long. That includes Evan Mobley.
He's had a great year, just has not scored. That's all I said here in the last 2 games. Hunt is off.
Gobbled up by the Beavers. And
Alatishe missed the front end, but he gets it back.
His elevation.
Lucas fires away.
Las Vegas, MGM. Yes, the capital of all things good.
Here's Peterson, gonna let it fly. No good, but there.
Down just a little bit here.
Stop trying to get free food. 12-point Buffalo's lead.
I always try to pay it hostage. It's Ethan Allen in the history of our union.
Here's Joel Brown, gets a screen from Kelly. And Orange are, after that loss against Virginia, they were already on the bubble, and they're definitely still there. I still feel like
Stanford Steve, they needed him, the Cardinal, last night.
He played football at Stanford.
Doesn't matter.
Here's Foreman.
He's Stanford Steve.
Burge creating his own shot, no good, but Bagley gets it back.
18 from the floor, 12.7 rebounds, and a foul going for the rebound as we'll stay at this end, says Casey McClellan. And
Mckinley Wright.
Colorado is 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Into last home game as a Colorado Buffalo, and a career-high 13 assists and was honored pregame.
Yeah, he has done no wrong on this one. Getting to Toronto has not let USC off the hook because they haven't given up easy baskets. Everything has been a challenge. Everything has been contested.
Had affected the Sun Devils program. So they will play another home game, but this was a senior night already planned. So they will honor the seniors after the game. Singleton left alone for 3, off.
Duarte didn't necessarily have a strong offensive game, but he showed up when it mattered. About 17 seconds to go, he had the game-winning 3, and there he pulls up for 3.
De Silva has come in and showed well.
And Jabari Walker is out with a left foot injury, getting closer. Todd Boyle's hoping that they can get him back in the next couple of...
Tired pups right now, breathing hard. Let's see if both teams can defend without fouling. And Oregon, when they have the ball, can they keep their poise and not take a bad shot or turnover? Not in their traditional spots.
Probably a must-win for Duke to give them any hope of getting in as an at-large.
Absolute goodness.
The tip to Sean Schwartz coming in for the weak side.
Schwartz is having a big-time game. 12 points now. Double. You got to help with Chris Duarte because he'll rise up, and you got to defend without fouling.
Here he is from deep.
Lucas with the first shot of the game, short. Tip back out, and Reichel gets the reset. Reichel for 3. Good defense by Colorado. Shot clock down to 5. Lucas heavily defended. Reichel's going to have to shoot it. He does. Alatishe with a nice rebound in traffic. Reichel. No field goals in the last 2 minutes and 50 seconds of this game. Reichel again. Colorado switching everything, and now 5 on the clock. Thompson's going to have to shoot it. He does. And a big tournament. Deshaun Schwartz way off the mark. Jared Lucas, a quick misses it. Oregon State's got to shoot, make it, and hope something happens fast. Lucas for 3. No good.
Baseball's reference.
Oh, is that where that was? I'm
Yeah.
gonna be like, can I order that? Can I get it on Amazon or YouTube or something? The power of the source.
Come on, DeMel Brooks.
That's by Cal.
Andre Kelly. And the rebound, McKinley Wright.
Switch to our unlimited plan for just $45 a month with no contract. Straight talk wireless only at Walmart.
That way. He thought this was a goaltend.
Oh yeah, on the rim right there. That's an obvious one. Strong.
Kinjo. Off to Terry. Terry trying to dance. Went to the corner. Krisa. Can't put it down. Akinjo gets the screen. 10 on the shot clock. Matherin puts it down for 3. A much
Parameters of their team. When they play well, their teams are nearly unstoppable.
Reichel got the baseline. Yeah, nice drive by Zach Wright.
Just keep an eye on Tristan De Silva. The way he moves, the way he sees everything. Offensive foul. And his legs are underneath him right now. It's going to be a lifelong deal for him. Reichel's got to get hot, finally.
He does. That's what Oregon's
the people who are out there in the front line. We're all in this one together. And it was just so nice to see the beautiful messaging at the Super Bowl last night.
What year?
The early part of I guess, the most recent decade, since we're now in another decade.
Oh, goodness.
Vern Harris is one of the best officials in college basketball.
No question. Yes, this game has not been, the refs have not been loud in this game.
Tied up at 22 as we come up on 5.5 play in the first half. Good game so far. Plummer from deep range. Start the second half.
In 5 minutes and 45 seconds. It's shocking how well Utah played defensively in the first half.
Plummer ends it.
Light from the head coach that he can shoot any shot he wants.
Yeah, explain that. Ted Boyle explained to us the green light theory.
Having guys out across the front.
And he puts Carter up there with Thibault. That's incredible.
Noel, the toughest shot of the night.
3 for 15 from the floor, 1 of 8 from 3, and missed that one pretty badly on his first attempt. Cedric Bearfield on the...
For him to call a timeout to settle his team down because he wants to keep Colorado from making runs.
Booth Gotch missing the alley.
with an institution of higher learning, you're more likely to go back, and they want you to come back. I just think I promise you guys are writing down right now.
We talked earlier about just knowing who you are.
No count. Coos Bay, Marshfield High School. Same high school as Steve Prefonte, just turning in his rocking chair.
Hunt is fouled. That is
Kevin Durant and Ice Gervin.
Why Durant? Just because of
the way they
length?
look, the way they move.
Right, but Durant's an elite.
Down just a little bit here.
Stop trying to get free food. 12-point Buffalo's lead.
I always try to pay it positive. Ethan.
He plays in the big games. 13 of his career-high 26 points came last night in the overtimes. And obviously, he has kept a point land. Colorado by 9, 3 minutes to go. USC has to treasure each possession down the stretch. Edey out of the timeout, gets the
balance in the history of our union.
Here's Joel Brown, gets a screen from Kelly. And Orange are, after that loss against Virginia, they were already on the bubble, and they're definitely still there. I still feel like...
Now Burge, defended by McKinley Wright. Burge takes blockbuster. I like what Dallin said. It's true. It's not been really aesthetically appealing.
Achievements and milestones this year for USC.
Yeah, both programs, when you talk about historic run, USC could be...
Taj Edey on the drive, and it's pulled down by Jabari Walker.
Smothering
They played
defense
on New
right
Year's
now.
Eve in L.A. 18 from the floor, 12.7 rebounds, and a foul going for the rebound as we'll stay at this end, says Casey McClellan. And Ethan Anderson on the drive, charge, offensive foul. First on Anderson.
Two good
defensive led by as many as 11. The pull-up, Ethan Anderson. Pretty.
Right.
Colorado is 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Into last home game as a Colorado Buffalo and a career-high 13 assist and was honored pregame.
Yeah, he has done no wrong on this one. Getting it to it sprint. So there's enough minutes for everyone if you play hard under Andy Enfield. Colorado has not let USC off the hook because they haven't given up easy baskets. Everything has been a challenge. Everything has been contested.
Kind of a lost art recently in the past few years in college basketball.
Offensive foul on Tiger Campbell.
Tired pups right now, breathing hard. Let's see if both teams can defend without fouling. And Oregon, when they have the ball, can they keep their poise and not take a bad shot or turnover? He has his blessings of his coach. His coach says next year the world is his oyster. He can play for pay. He can do anything he wants to do. He's a solid young man. You got to help with Chris Duarte because he'll rise up, and you got to defend without fouling.
Here he is from deep.
Misses it. Oregon State's got to shoot, make it, and hope something happens fast. Lucas for 3. No good.
They win 13-1.
Colorado number 2 in the Pac-12 in scoring defense. They give up just over 63 points per game.
Well, I won't blame it, but why does he miss when you're commentating?
The pull-up and the transfer.
Effective with 2 feet inside the paint.
Tough shot from Mikhail Foreman.
I'm bald, Dave.
I haven't read any of the books in my house.
I didn't forget about your lawnmower. I broke it.
Fitch playing with 4, 3 each for Joel Brown and Andre Kelly.
Now, I'm watching this because
Mathurin with the basketball. Colorado swarming Mathurin, trying to come away with it, and they do. Maddox Daniels and Christian Coloco come back on for Sean Miller's squad. Akinjo slicing and dicing by everybody. Akinjo, strong take. Jake.
There you go.
And the physical rebound, Nate Roberts off the miss from McKinley Wright. The Huskies have attempted 8 field goals already. And of course they missed the first one.
Oh, man. You know what? It's like that commercial we saw during football. It's like, you're a jinxer. Spread, and they're moving it, trying to get the best shot for their teammates. And then Colorado trying to close out. They respect the three-point shooting.
Nervous about this, knowing how well Washington was playing and needing to get his team to respond tonight.
That's right. And again,
Ryland Jones thought he had a little screen and roll. Instead, Mckinley. 5-2 with Matt Muehlbach, Andrew Goodman. Davis, good feed to Silva. Couldn't finish, but he'll get free throws. Incredible finisher. Max Burrell sets the screen for Davis, and that's going to be on Dejan.
Coming at Cal, they've been blown out in a lot of those games. 3 losses by 15 points or more, but very tough to beat at home. Obviously, home court isn't the game. It's 49-46. Colorado leading by 3. Washington
There you go.
State
Shut up and dribble again.
They still don't have a bench point.
We'll tell you from the outset, they're going to really try to control tempo. They don't want to get in a running game at altitude with Colorado. Foreman on a pull-up, and that shot lands in good patience.
Great patience right now by Cal.
And the lefty Brown off on a three-point shot all day. They're 5 out of 6. They haven't been to the line that much. Here's Foreman penetrating, and Foreman, oh, he missed a layup.
On the defensive end of the floor, and I've always felt that defense energizes offense, and he's having a terrific day so far.
Nation next did a good job with an institution of higher learning. You're more likely to go back, and they want you to come back. I just think it's
Parameters of their team. When they play well, their teams are nearly unstoppable.
Reichel got the baseline. Yeah, nice drive by Zach Reichel.
Well counts. Coos Bay, Marshfield High School. Same high school as Steve Prefonte, just turning in his rocking chair.
Hunt is fouled. That is the
Washington State.
the ball movement. I still like the ball movement.
TJ's got Wright. Goes around the corner. Great court vision by Ryland Jones. Plummer. And it's a shot clock violation.
White with the rebound. 14-point Colorado lead. Oregon State awaits the winner of this game in the championship tomorrow night. If the Beavers win, they'll steal a bid from somebody. Anderson title since 2009. They were in the championship game back in 2018 and lost to DeAndre Ayton in Arizona. Offensive foul on Ethan Anderson. Last time these two teams played, but Eli Parquet with spectacular defense on Bradley in the first half.
And Matt is just trying to do everything off his own dribble.
Now Burge, defended by Mckinley Wright. Burge takes...
Taj Edey on the drive, and it's pulled down by Jabari Walker.
Smothering.
They played on New
right
Year's
now.
Eve in L.A.
In his shot.
Taj Edey looking for space. Ethan Anderson.
It's sprint. So there's enough minutes for everyone if you play hard under Andy Enfield. He has his blessings of his coach. His coach says next year the world is his oyster. He can play for pay. He can do anything he wants to do. He's a solid young man.
Thompson, no good. The nice job taking the shove. 30 seconds left. Spin move by Thompson.
Watch this McKinley right here against Baker. This is an awesome matchup. And McKinley Wright defends their interpretation of that call, which is what a good official does. Tony Padilla is a Final Four guy. And
Upperclassmen, they don't want to give away games because they believe they could have been in first place if they didn't let the Washington game go or the Utah.
I'm bald, Dave.
I haven't read any of the books in my house.
I didn't forget about your lawnmower. I broke it.
It's by Cal.
Andre Kelly. And the rebound, McKinley Wright. Davidge playing with 4, 3 each for Joel Brown and Andre Kelly.
Now, I'm watching this because...
And Christian Coloco come back on for Sean Miller's squad. Akinjo slicing and dicing by everybody. Akinjo, strong take. Jane
nervous about this, knowing how well Washington was playing and needing to get his team to respond tonight.
That's right. And again...
So Honus missing the pull-up. And Jariah Horn the rebound. And here comes Colorado in transition.
This young man was 17 points, and he was warming up in the second half. So that's a huge
also known as smishing, is a tactic used to steal financial information, elicit funds, or install malware on smartphones. To protect your
12 on the shot clock. Hardy against Wright. A point guard matchup today. Hardy right to the rim for two on the left side for Tad Boyle's squad. Hardy trying to attack on the left side. Can't get it to go.
Especially with Dallas being out for Colorado, Batty needs to be in the game. They need that big man presence down low. And their experience will definitely help them be an advantage.
Figueroa with the floater for two.
And Larson had that shot blocked at him in the open.
Absolutely. Lefty has a smooth stroke and is explosive to the basket.
That's a charge, and it was Mckinley Wright.
At two. With Matt Muehlbach, Andrew Goodman, Davis, good feed. De Silva couldn't finish, but he'll get free throws.
By all of the players, the coaches, and how they all came together from different teams.
Tates with the left hand.
Both of them getting on a little bit of a run, feeling it.
Boy, that's a great, strong finish inside.
Right to the floor. He looks fine. Rub some dirt on it. Rub some Toulouse mud on it. Traveling violation.
ESPN2 and the app, and this is probably the best one of the day. A pair of top 10 teams, Texas and Kansas. But how about Rutgers and the way the Knights are playing right now? And
come on,
it happens. He didn't try to.
That's a layup.
That's how you do it.
I think it was 147 to 143. Oh my, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Trae Young. Oh my gosh, it was a double list of all the people who have passed away, and they're writing the stories. They're telling the history of the people who have succumbed to the virus. And it
shows the respect they have for Juzang's offensive game on the rip through. Couldn't finish. Everything but the bucket for Johnny. Got a pretty good look at it. Just didn't make it.
Fade screen for Campbell, who attacks off the bounce and spins it in. To Campbell instead with 10 to shoot. Against Wright defending. Campbell blocked by Mckinley Wright. He takes it away with it.
All day, they're 5 out of 6. They haven't been to the line that much. Here's Foreman penetrating, and Foreman, oh, he missed a layup.
4 of the last 7 Mr. Basketballs in Minnesota are point guards that will pretty much all play in the NBA someday. Just an incredible list.
He's terrific at it in the second half yesterday. First half, he's a little bit lax, but he's come out here with tremendous energy here in this first half. I've been really impressed with him.
Yeah, he really rolls hard. That was more of a short roll. With
the interior has really limited his ability to be able to create shots for others.
Watford's trying. That one rolls off the rim. They're trying to run something for Joe Wieskamp, and then...
Not a great athlete, but a good athlete. I really love Fandro Mamukelashvili.
There he goes again. This is back iron. Mckinley Wright down the board.
Yeah, that's one of those plays where Mamukelashvili should have just taken it hard. His activity level is just so high, not only on the defensive end, but he's moving without the ball. His cuts are hard. He's been difficult to guard.
He should be flying around out here with that athleticism.
Absolutely.
When we come back, Jared Butler, Baylor guard.
Where we are right now, how about the job that Cam Payne has done without Chris Paul? His game management has been terrific. He's been able to get in the lane and finish plays. He's been knocking down his 3-ball, and wow, what a...
Evan Mobley, who was magnificent last night. Ethan Thompson.
In and out for Thompson, first team all Pac-12 performer.
I love the way that this Colorado...
Lucas, shot clock down to 3. Kalu misses.
Not even close.
And there's Mckinley Wright with another rebound. He's got 4 boards already here.
But that's the way they set it up for again. Sorry to make you think.
Practice makes perfect. Horn tried to get the rebound, and now Mckinley Wright able to keep from falling out of bounds. Wright
includes Evan Mobley.
He's had a great year, just has not scored. That's all I said here in the last 2 games. Hunt is off the mark, rebounded by Mckinley Wright.
They're in the final game. He's a freshman. And here you are crucifying him. I'm looking for Jabari Walker getting into the game soon and staying in the game.
Mobley's 3, not there. Rebounded by Mckinley Wright.
Because Jabari Walker, who's pacing behind the bench over there. He's saying, an engineering marvel there. Scientist.
Peterson off the mark.
Get on the glass, Buffaloes. Don't worry so much about blocking out. Get in the air and get a rebound. Blocking out is a
in the big games. 13 of his career-high 26 points came last night in the overtimes, and obviously he has kept SC in this game almost single-handedly tonight. Here's Isaiah Mobley, puts it on the floor, and can't get it.
Look at McKinley, Wright. I love the way that he rebounds. Everybody else boxes out, right? And they just leave him.
Mobley thinking about it. Takes a long two.
McKinley, Wright, over the top of Goodwin. How many rebounds tonight for the little big man?